This is my Hard Luck Kings Lady Luck Diamond. If you're wondering why it's got some gold hardware, it's because I didn't want the diamond. I wanted the silver bullet. But the diamond went on clearance, so I got the diamond. And there's another reason too. The silver bullet is misrepresented on their website. Like, it's not as white as it looks. Like, I wanted a white guitar with gold hardware. And so after seeing a couple of people on other social medias like Facebook and stuff like that, like, go ahead and get theirs in and posting pictures of it, it looked way too gray from like way gray, like really, really gray. You know, from the pictures that they actually had on their website. So I decided to get the diamond, and all right, so like I said, I got it on clearance. I got it for like $199, $200, right? And it normally goes for like $400, around $300 to $400. I paid for setup. That's one important thing I want you people to know, is that I paid to have this guitar set up by Hard Luck Kings. All right. So the guitar comes in. I'm super excited because I ordered from them before. I got the Outlaw V, and the Outlaw Bonnie is what it's called, because you know it's the white one. They have two of them. They got the black and they got the white. The black is the Clyde, and the white is the Bonnie. Anyway, so I got the Bonnie, and it was pretty perfect. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, it was the strings were too low, so I had to lift the strings up a little bit, raise the action. That's all it needed. It sounded pretty good after that. The pickups were, it took a minute for me to get used to them, but they weren't horrible. So I trusted these guys. You know, now I did have a run-in with their customer service people. I think it's the owner that handles customer service. Anyway, so I had a run-in with that dude, and it was over a case, because I ordered a case with my Bonnie, the Outlaw, and they sent the wrong case. Things worked out, but it wasn't as simple as saying, dude, you sent me the wrong case. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was this big thing where I was like, no, you don't understand. And he was like, no, you don't understand. I sent you the right case. And I was like, all right, can I just send you pictures? And he was like, yeah, go ahead. So I sent pictures. He's like, no, I'm telling you this is right. I sent him pictures showing the V not fitting in the case. And so he's like, no, you don't understand. This is the right case. Just snug. I was like, fucking, how snug can it be? It's like it's poking out like a quarter of an inch. So finally, he's like, you got to check the serial number on the box. I was like, there is no serial numbers on the box. So finally, I said, look, I'm going to send you pictures of the box. You tell me if you see serial numbers on that box. So I did. And there was no serial numbers on the box. He was like, oh, you know what happened? We updated our V's, you know, to have a longer horn. And he's like, this is one of the old cases. So he's like, it's not going to fit. He's like, don't worry about sending it back, because, you know, shipping would have cost way more to send it back. They would have made no money, and the case was useless at this point. So I was like, all right, I'll keep the case. You know, and they sent me a new case. Everything worked out. But the problem was that there was a huge hassle dealing with these people. Like, it was not easy. And so when I got this in, immediately I take it out of the box. It's almost in tune because I paid for setup. The motherfucker better be in tune, right? So I hit it, and I'm like, oh, this is great. Yeah, and I'm like, that top string, like, there's a buzz on that string, like a really bad buzz. Like, it was horrible. And I'm like, and then I plugged it in, and oh my God, the pickups were terrible. Like they were so dry. It was like there was no substance to these pickups. So finally, I'm like, and I pulled the back off, right? And I even raised the action a little bit, and it did nothing for the buzz whatsoever. And here's the trick. It's like, if I did this, there was no buzz. But if I did this, there was a buzz. If I did this, there was no buzz. If I did that, there was a buzz. So my conclusion was that they cut the nut wrong, you know, because I even did the eraser trick on the bridge where you push down on the saddle. Because if it's a loose saddle, the buzzer will stop immediately if you push down with an eraser, right? Did nothing for the buzz, right? So what I did was I loosened the string. I took a credit card, not a credit card, a business card, and I took a piece off a business card and I stuck some cardboard in the nut hole, right? And then I tuned it back up, and there was no buzz, right? But I still had the pickup issue, right? So I pull it back off, and these are the worst pots I've ever seen. I mean, the cheapest garbage pots you've probably ever seen on a guitar, right? And it was a mess down there. So I was like, God damn it. You know, and my only other option was, you know, getting in touch with these people. My other option was getting in touch with these people and then arguing with them for hours. And then they're saying, no, we set it up. No, that's the way it came. You know, blah, 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 blah. You know, that's our signature pickups, whatever. So I decided to do it on my own, right? Because I'm pretty good at, I'm okay at soldering. You know, I've dug into guitars before. I had to add pickups and take pickups out. So whatever. So thank God for Guitar Fetish, right? So I ordered all the pots, like brand new premium pots. I went to Amazon, got, you know, 20 gauge wire, and I just went, and also I ordered some lipstick pickups from Guitar Fetish. That was a mistake, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Because this is a metal guitar. Those lipstick pickups do nothing for a metal guitar. So what I did was I went ahead, rewired the whole thing, and while I was at it, I added gold pickup brackets. I added gold fucking screws for the bridge, and I also put gold washers on the tuners, because the tuners were good. They actually hooked me up with some pretty good tuners. You know, I think they're Wilkinson or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check into that. I also ordered a new toggle switch, because the old toggle switch was loose, and I didn't like that. I thought it was kind of shitty. And I ordered a brass bridge. Brass bridge didn't work out as well as I thought, because you have to sculpt the brass bridge. You can't just put it in there and it's over with. Anyway, so I went to town. I gutted this thing. I added new pots. I went ahead and new knobs, some new hardware. I kept a lot of the old hardware. I decided to go with, instead of just gold and white, I want to do like silver, gold, and white. So, you know, it worked out really well. I like the look of this guitar. This guitar looks fucking, it's money. So, plugged it in, played it, and it still had, and also, now here's the important thing. When I yanked the pickups out, these pickups were so cheap. I mean, these were like bottom of the barrel pickups. I know they say they're signature pickups. I think what happens is that these guitars are made in China, right? So I think what happens is they go ahead and whatever these Chinese dudes put in these guitars, that's what they call their signature pickups, right? They don't even know what fucking pickups go on these guitars. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, so I yanked the pickups out. You know how usually pickups come with 4 wires, you know, just in case you want to go ahead and you want to well, humbuckers usually come with 4 wires. You know, you twist the red and the white together, and then use, you know, the yellow and the black, and you go ahead and wire that into your pots, right? And then if you want to do a coil tap or something like that, you take the red and white and you hook it up to a coil tap pot. Anyway, these pickups only had 2 wires. It was terrible. These were the worst pickups. Let me put it this way. Firefly pickups are better than the pickups that they had in this guitar. And it can't be the same. I haven't looked inside my V, because my V is great. Yeah, I love the pickups in the V. But I'm willing to bet it's not the same pickups in that V. Anyway, so I yanked the pickups out. I put in the lipsticks. Plugged it in. I fucking played it. And it did not sound like a metal guitar. It sounded like shit. You know, well, I don't want to say shit. It sounded like it was made for jazz and blues. you know, and so I didn't like that. So what I did was this. I had changed out my Firefly pickups on my old LLSG, no, FFLG, right? So I changed those pickups out, and I still had them left over. So I took the bridge pickup, and before I ordered any more stuff, because I was planning on getting some hot rails to go ahead and put in here, but I decided, let me make sure it is the pickup and it's not my wiring. So I went ahead and I added the Firefly pickup to this guitar. I left one of the lipsticks, and here's the reason why. Because I decided, because I don't like to just play one style of music. I like to play different styles of music. And I decided to make this guitar into a hybrid, right? So I can click up and just have that nice, you know, fucking desert rock. Also, when I click down, I got like a cool metal, like guitar, right? And so it worked out. It worked out really well, and I'm liking this guitar a lot more. As far as the buzz, what I did was, when I put the brass nut in there, the brass nut had issues, right? It was I didn't sculpt it right, I guess, and it was it raised the action a little too high from the bridge, and so I decided to put the plastic nut back in here until I could figure something else out. So what I did was I added some more bass to the base of the plastic nut, and then I put it back in with some double stick, because when I first took the strings off of this, the nut literally fell out. There was nothing holding the nut in. And the buzz is gone. It's completely gone. I don't think I'm ordering from Hard Luck Kings anymore. Their quality has turned me off to them. This is only the second guitar I got from them. And I know it's a showroom model. But I don't care if it's a showroom model. I paid for setup, and they should have caught this. And they just have to have better pickups in these fucking things too, dude. Because every Harley Benton I got has been perfect when it came in. The pickups are perfect, and I paid way less for that Les Paul copy on the wall over there. I mean, yes, that has active pickups, but I've tuned that guitar all the way down to drop C, and it sounded amazing. Like, there's no buzz on that guitar, and the action's low, right? And then back up to E. This one, I ain't tuning this down to drop anything, except for drop D. That's about it. That's the only drop setting I would put in here. But other than that, I mean, I'm liking this guitar more now, but just the stress and the work I had to put into it, and I had to dump more money into this guitar. Like, I had to dump like another $150 into it. And I know I'm bitching and complaining, but when you order a guitar and you pay for them to go ahead and set it up and have it done right, you expect it to come in right? Because I know it was $200 for the guitar, but then it was an extra $75 for setup, and then it was an extra, $80 to ship. By the time I was finished, I was paying $400 for this fucking thing, and there was so many other places I could have got a $400 guitar with free setup, and it would have played way better than this did when it first came in. I'm happy with this guitar now. And one thing I can say about the Kings is that their Explorer models, the shape of their body is crazy awesome. Like, this is one of the greatest shapes ever for an Explorer. And I'm happy I got it, because they don't produce these anymore. Their newest line is some garbage wallpaper covered Les Paul copies that they're pawning off as like their Series 29 or whatever. No, if this was the last one off the assembly line, I'm totally happy. No matter what kind of work I had to put into it. As long as the neck wasn't warped. And the neck's not warped. The neck's good. But so this is I'm rambling now, and I didn't mean to. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe. I'm now moving all of my music and guitar content over to a new channel. And this is the channel. So, yeah, like, share, subscribe. Yes, I know I screwed up during Master of Puppets. And I only did half of it because I only know half of it. I'm not good at the rest of that song. You know, hell, I'm barely good at the beginning part. But, take it easy, keep rocking, and be careful who you buy from. You know, they're not all great. And watch the reviews. Like, I know a lot of people put out bad reviews just because they want to be different. But, you know, I can tell you right now, I own 3 Harley Bentons, and every one of them came in perfect. Not one of them came in with a problem. The only problem I had was on my EX84. It's because they put the strap nut in the wrong spot, and it kept dipping. And I hated that. So I relocated the strap nut, and now it doesn't. But that's it, dude. Like, so yeah, be careful who you buy from. Hard Luck Kings do a better job, dude. You know. All right, talk to you later. Take it easy. Like, share, subscribe, and keep on rocking.